It looks like the sacrifice of the snow gods paid off. Here at the Riverwalk Center, we're going to throw it back to the studio where they have Breckenridge Fine Arts Studio. I'm nothing if not cultured, and that's why I go to Breckenridge Fine Arts. Back to you, Ashley.
That's right, Jeffrey. You are very cultured, and as we will be if you're attending the show over at the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery this weekend. Now, I'm so excited to have these two gentlemen here in the studio with me. Now we have Henry Ascencio right next to me here in the blue. He's the artist that will be in the gallery that we're going to be kind of showcasing, and then Paul Cohen. He's the director of the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery. Now, first of all, Henry, you've been here a few times, and tell me a little bit about why you keep coming back here to Breckenridge when it's so cold.
Right. Well, you know, the weather's cold, but the people are so warm, so it's always a good experience here. The people really respond to the work, and I always have a good time here, so it's cool.
And Paul, tell me about this whole setup that we can look forward to this weekend. How do we actually get to enjoy Henry's work?
Well, the thing is, we've got Henry's work year-round, and people do enjoy it whenever he comes in. We're delighted he's come back. We've got a whole collection of brand new oils that he's done just for the show. So we've got 7 oils in the gallery, lots of his hand-embellished limited editions. But officially the show's 4 to 8, Friday and Saturday, and Henry will be working and creating something. He hasn't told me what yet, but we're looking forward to that. So it's nice to meet the artist and watch him at work.
Now, you guys have seen a few of Henry's pieces of art, just kind of scrolling through on the screen. Now, Henry, I want to talk to you a little bit about your process. And you have these these beautiful figures of these women that are they're stunning. And when you look at them, from far away, you have this kind of like peaceful sense of I don't know. It's amazing. But then you get up close, and it's incredible how it changes. Yeah. There's all these different, like the thick parts, and then you have, these different strokes. And tell me a little bit about that process.
Yeah, well, that's you hit the nail right on the head, because when I paint, in my early days when I used to paint, it was very hard to express myself because it was so refined. And then I got into the abstract, and when I started combining the abstract with the realism, which is my style now, it really gave me my voice. So, like you said, when you see it from a distance, you see the naturalism, you see how the body weighs, and it looks very realistic. Then when you get up close, then you see all the passion that goes into it, and that's a lot of the energy that is kind of intrinsic in the work. So that's where, for me, where the true art resides, is when you get up close to the texture.
And we have, a little bit of video that we're showing, and you can actually look this up. Henry, I was stalking you again. And it's amazing to me that you have these incredibly just beautiful, kind of serene, pieces of art, but then the way that you actually create them, or at least the way I've seen online, it's incredibly aggressive and feverish, and it's not how you would ever expect that something like this is created. Right,
and I think that contrast is what makes it a little bit more exciting than to look at just like a normal figure that you would maybe in an academic type of setting. So here you got the best of both worlds of the abstract and the old school thinking kind of colliding together to make this beautiful sensual mood that really, to me, empowers the subject at hand.
And the way that you do this it's very unique. It's not something that a lot of people do, and I think that you've kind of blown some people's minds as far as being able to take that kind of classical style and then add this whole different twist to it. And it's won you a lot of international awards, which is kind of incredible.
Yeah, I've been very, very fortunate.
Yeah. Now tell me about oil. Why do you work with oil?
Well, with oil, I've worked with acrylic before, but it dries too fast and it doesn't have that luster. With oil, it's so rich. It's so nice to work with, and that sensuality that comes with that type of medium is perfect for my style, for sure.
And so people, again, you can actually see Henry working live today and tomorrow at the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery. Paul, where are you located?
We're right down on the corner of South Park and South Main. It's 421 South Main Street. You can't miss us. You can get in off of Main Street or South Park. But big purple awning, big signs outside. Henry Ascencio live today.
Good. And again, it's going on from 4 to 8 today and 4 to 8 tomorrow.
Exactly right.
Okay. And Henry, just a quick question for you, because I think there's probably a lot of people out there that are like, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. Do you ever do like private commissions for people?
Yes, we do about maybe 3 or 4. There's, I think, a waiting list about a year and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we do sittings at my studio. They fly into the Bay Area to my studio, and then we work for about 2 or 3 days, and and they leave the rest up to me, and I finish it to them and deliver it.
Wow.
In fact, he's just finishing up one for mother and daughter
Yes.
that came in a couple of years ago and loved what they
Yeah.
were watching, what Henry was doing.
Right.
And what's really interesting is that before they went out to meet with him, the mother said to me, I don't want to go out there for 6 months. I have to work out and get in shape. So I said, just let the artist do a little bit of creativity. You don't
No,
need
they
to
were
worry.
beautiful and great inspirations. Great inspiration.
Well, I'm just saying, for all you guys out there, thinking about like the best Valentine's Day present you could ever get someone, just saying. Maybe a little suggestion. All right. You guys, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us.
So, I love having you here. Stop on into the Breckenridge Fine Art Gallery. It's completely magical. It's amazing. You're going to love it. And I'll be there. I'll definitely be there, so you should too. We're going to take a break here on Summit Sunrise. More coming up, so don't go anywhere.